Hi folks, how are you doing and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be looking at Saturday's full moon in Virgo, and today at the time of filming is the 21st of February 2024. Okay, so I've got two decks in front of me that I'm definitely going to use and one deck that I might use. So the two decks that I'm definitely going to be use are the Manifesting with Fairies by Karen Kay and the Cozy Witch Tarot deck by Amanda Lovelace. So let's look at the main thing, the main energy with the next full moon. What's the main energy that we're going to be having to work through? And we'll ask each deck. Joy and empowerment. Nice. Wow. Seven of Wands. Witches should hold other witches accountable. Wow. What's the card at the bottom? Strength. It takes great strength to be soft, and it really does. It takes great strength to be soft and gentle. There's a lot of information out there at the minute. Speak your peace, speak your truth, speak this, say that. And actually, you're programmed to think that by speaking your truth, saying your truth, getting your words out, it's a sign of strength. When in actual fact, the opposite is true. Actually keeping your own counsel and not letting yourself go into that darkness is where your strength lies. And this full moon feels like it's going to be a particularly powerful one in bringing that up for us all. That there is joy and empowerment. That there is joy and empowerment in a peace, in being the person that doesn't get combative, in being the person that doesn't get toxic. And maybe in the run up to this full moon, maybe you're finding that you're going to be placed into situations where you could have that knee-jerk reaction to kick off, to speak your piece, to bring that up for you so you can see it in its rarity. So then you know, right, that's there, that's still there. I thought I'd healed that. I obviously haven't done enough with it. Now I have to do something else with it. This isn't the energy of just laying back down and letting anybody just walk all over you. This is much deeper. This is not letting your distractors, your haters, your bullies, whatever they are, take over you. Not letting their venom take over you. Can you see that? You'll find as well with these types of people, they will bring a crowd with them. They always act in numbers, or they'll claim they're acting in numbers. It's a form of intimidation like they're doing there in that card. But she's not joining in. She's not joining in. And what I'm also getting is, this is about baggage. They've got their baggage. She's got her baggage. She's in this situation because she's got baggage. They're here because they've got baggage. So there's something that they can all learn from this. She can learn something and they can learn something from this. So this is about the baggage we all carry. Because if someone's coming at you and or you go into tears and tantrums and slamming the door or keyboard warrior energy or all of that, then there's obviously baggage there that needs to be dealt with. And again, if you're going into sadness and tearfulness and hopelessness, there's that baggage. But there's also the baggage that they've got, which is why they're reacting. It's a two-way street. It's a particularly powerful one. Do you know, usually with full moons, I've got a little bit of an idea of what we're going to be talking about. But with this one, I thought, let's just get in it with the cards. And I'm kind of glad I did. Because this feels like a really beautiful reading that's just flowing in its own way. It takes great strength to be soft. So things coming up in our lives to bring out the softness and the gentleness. And I don't think it's going to come in where the good stuff comes in. I think it's going to come in where the good stuff doesn't come in, to see how we react to it. Because in order to actually see your shadow, you've got to be put in the shadow, if that makes sense. I'm also getting as well that it's time to let it go. Whatever it is that you're still carrying, you've got to let it go. Work with the full moon energies, which is about release. There's something that you're torturing yourself within your mind that you can't do anything about, that's still playing out, and you keep having to revisit it. And maybe it's down to the fact that maybe somebody came at you or broke your heart or whatever, and you look back, you think, I should have done this, I should have seen that, I should have seen it, I should have done this, I should have said that. And you're making it worse. You're making it worse on yourself. And now it's a case of, you know what, I'd rather be me, that's soft and gentle, than that's a total opposite. And make peace with it, and make peace with being you, make peace with your reactions. That makes sense? And underneath this card, we've also got the card of the Star, which is have faith that healing is in the forecast. Have faith that healing is within the forecast. So having faith that no matter what you're feeling at this time, that healing is happening. And it may not be happening in the way that you thought it would, but it's happening. Page of Cups, I'll take that as well. Let yourself be continually surprised by this thing called life. So this is also the card of surrender. It's also the card of surrendering and having hope with this full moon. It's a very, very powerful but gentle energy, loving energy, compassionate energy, joyful energy. And it's going to weave and weave and weave into everyone's life to bring out what we're needed. Because there's an inner peace that's needed. I'm also going to be taking the Hermit card. There are some things that must be done on your own. So maybe you're having to face something at the minute and you feel like you're doing it alone. It feels like you're meant to be doing it alone. Because this is something that only you can do for you. And maybe for some of you, I'm tuning in for some of you that feel quite isolated, and there's a reason for that. And maybe this isolation is trying to show you something. And for some of you, there's a toxicity there that it's almost like people are being held back from you until you can sort yourself out. And then once you've sorted yourself out, you can start to reconnect. But I feel for this group of people that I'm tuning into, it's almost like Spirit are doing it for your own good, because there's too much being said and something had to step in and separate you or keep you back and them back for it to settle down, for you to settle down and for you to be able to see through it. So some of you may have found yourself going into a little bit of a red mist in the run up to this full moon, and things have come from that and things have developed from that. How will people feel going through the full moon energies this weekend? How will people feel going through the full moon energies this weekend? Strength. Finding a strength that you didn't think you had. Passion. So this is also about things that lift you up. Things that you're wanting to do but you think you're not good enough. Your passion for life, your passion for you, your passion for others, your passion for creativity, your passion for your job, etc. And it's about being able to be vulnerable with your creation as well. And finding strength. So this weekend is the weekend of really working with that moon to let go of what needs to be let go of in order to welcome in what needs to be welcomed in. We're working towards a new month, March. We're going to be stepping into spring as well, and it feels like the energies of spring are already here, the energies of newness and hope and new beginning. And it's about working with that energy of spring to spring forward in your life. There's also going to be some leaps of faith that need to be leaped this weekend. And these leaps of faith will look different for everyone watching. And there's some of you that can't wait to do these leaps of faith. And there's some of you that are struggling with these leaps of faith. Because for some of you, these leaps of faith feel as though you've got more to lose. Or you feel as though you've got more to lose. And for some of you, you feel as though you've been battered by life. And the very thought of having to take a leap of faith. And this leap of faith could be just going out for a cup of coffee with a friend because you've been in for it. Do you know what I mean? Leaps, sometimes we can blow things up in our head and think, well, that never happened. When in actual fact it did. It could be that the leap of faith is picking up the phone to someone that you need to speak to. It could be that the leap of faith is having to apply for a job. So it feels really, really powerful. Four of Pentacles. Treat yourself to something shiny every now and again. So this is about, I've got Seven of Cups. Not every great option you're given will be a great option for you. So looking after yourself, really nourishing yourself this weekend. And it feels like there's a lot of illusionary, what she's going to be. We've got a full moon. Of course, it's going to be illusionary. But there really feels like there's some big illusionary energies coming up. And needing to really take care of yourself. Being mindful of where your mind runs with this energy as well. Because it feels like it can be a road to nowhere for some people. Yeah, the Five of Cups, loss. And the Eight of Cups, which is an ending and something walking away. Really, this weekend's energies are really important for not letting you run away and for not letting it run away, to really stay present with it. There may be people in your life that you feel you can't reach. That's fine. You're going to have to make peace with that. You're going to have to make peace with the fact that sometimes you're just not meant to reach people, but you can still be loving and compassionate. Even if that person claims that you're not being loving and compassionate, as long as you know in your heart that you are being loving and compassionate. And sometimes people can be so wrapped up in their pain, they don't realise what they're doing. They don't realise the reaction or the results of their actions. So maybe even having to work with or serve in some way someone that's been cruel to you. That's coming up this weekend. Being at peace with other people's pain. Being at peace with the fact that somebody may be miserable and it's got nothing to do with you. That you're not there to make them happy. Being at peace, we as humans hate to walk into a room and feel tension and atmosphere. We hate to, your kid comes home from school and they're in the right mood, or your other half comes in and they're quiet and distant. It can really bring up so much stuff. Yes, be loving and compassionate, but be comfortable with the fact that sometimes people are in a mood. They're in a funk, and not trying to make them happy all the time. And in some cases, this is on the toxic scale, where you may be dealing with a narcissist, or you may be dealing with an abuser, or someone that abuses you or makes you feel unhappy. It's not just a case of they've had a bad day at work. It's the case of they're like this all of the time. So I'm going to look at some global predictions. this weekend. So global I'm enjoying doing prediction work on the channels actually. Global predictions. Global predictions for the full moon. So this is stuff that will be either happening around the full moon or will be a result of the energies of the full moon, the clearance. So global predictions, tuning into the global energies with the full moon in Virgo. Do you know, I got disaster strikes and I thought, don't say that, Claire. Don't start this off by saying disaster strikes. And we've got the Tower. So the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, disaster strikes. A decision that has been made by someone that is not in tune with their emotions results in a disaster. Now how that disaster is or what it looks like, but there's a shock coming. The Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. The Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Chariot. One more card. I feel there may be two women here that are, it feels like it's the elite, it's going to be the elite and it's global. There's two women, two queens that are wanting to stop something, but they're powerless to stop it. Interesting, they're powerless to stop it. But this event has to happen in order to take us forward. Moving on from that. So what else can I see for the full moon in Virgo this weekend? What else can we see? I'm seeing money, but I'm seeing it, you know, raining. It's not raining money, it's, you know, coins. You know when you do those things at the coast where the coin goes down the thing like that, and then it goes into like a flat thing that goes like that, and then you put coins into it. You know what I mean, don't you? I'm seeing like that. It's like, so there's something with the stock markets. There's something with the stock markets around the full moon or a result of the full moon. A block on the stock markets. Fool, the celebration. Yeah. People that have a duty of care to humanity are actually taking their eye off the ball, and there's a lot of ego coming in and things are not being watched in the way they're meant to be watched. There's a taking of backhanders here in relation to money. I wonder if there's going to be an attempt made on the stock market. The Hermit, a secret. The Star, healing. The King of Wands, clarifying for the Star. The card of the Ancestors and the Four of Cups. Weird energy. This feels like something we've been through in the past. I'm wondering if we're heading for a little bit of a Wall Street crash situation coming. And again, don't go into fear with that. I can't have a channel where when we say stuff, people go into and stuff, because that comes up sometimes. It's like that really doesn't help, because then you get the other group of people here that'll go, Claire, we can see you want to say something, but you're not saying it. We want you to be honest. And then when I'm honest, I get shot down in flames. I think there's something coming with the stock market. Whether it comes this weekend or whether there's something starts or it's already started, but this moon brings it to a head. And I'm wanting to say it affects old money, because it just feels like it's affecting old money. As in, that could be like the, I don't know, people that have had money for a while. Aristocracy, who knows? What else? Predictions for the full moon in Virgo. Let's have a look. I'm getting 2 women reunite to bring about peace. No idea who they are. 2 women reuniting to bring about peace. There's lots of things with solar flares, geomagnetic storms. There's lots of weather things coming around this full moon and after it. There's a crash in one part of the world. The computer system goes off, the internet goes down in one part of the world. I'm also getting that people are aware that with these new energies that are coming, the solar flares and stuff, that it's starting to affect more and more electronics, and that the powers that were are aware of it and they're not sure what they can do about it. Oh dear. There's an invention that's been invented. There's something being invented at this time or manifested that is going to be shown to humanity as a woo, and it's actually going to have the opposite effect. And it's almost like spirit saying, no, don't do it, don't fall for it, do not fall for it, do not fall for it. But it's going to be dressed up and delivered. So that's coming up as well. Anything else? I've just got the word Iran. If I say what's happening in Iran, and people are going to run at me because there probably is something happening in Iran that I have no idea about. I'm going to Google Iran, what's happening in Iran. Even I cringed at that. Iran, I just got the word Iran. Iran. Oh yes, apologies. It's the Middle. I know it's the Middle East. It's the war. I just got the word Iran, so there's something coming with Iran. Final card for let's lift the energy up. Final card for those watching. Gifts, manifestation. So using your gifts to manifest a better life for yourself at this time. Being aware of all that's going on in the world, but also knowing that you can actually come through it and get over it. So it's about harnessing your manifestation, your gifts, your spiritual gifts, your life gifts, the gifts you've got from your own personal story going forward. And we've got another card coming in from this deck. The Patient Witch. Learn to get comfortable with sitting whenever. Learn to get comfortable with sitting still whenever necessary. Learn to get comfortable with sitting still. I like this deck, but it's a bit weird. I thought this the last time I used it on here, and I've not used it since. It's a little bit weird. 4 of Wands, family is whoever makes you feel the most safe and comfortable being you. So community and resting. And being able to look at the different perspective in relation to family issues and community issues and your place in community. Thanks for watching. Love and light to all, and I will see you in the next one. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Hold the light, hold the line, keep your chin up, be happy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye.